That sounds like a good idea to me. And the exam's going to be focused on the War of the Lions, right? That's right. Shall we start from the beginning then? After that, Dracos gathered soldiers in the Nord Highlands, and in the year 952 of the Septine calendar, he liberated the capital, bringing war to an end. Excellent, well done, Fee. I guess it stuck. Incidentally, the war came to an end in July of that year, which is next month. That's easy to remember. They say it was raining in Heimdall that day. The legend has it that the moment Emperor Draco stepped into the city, the rain stopped. Huh, that's neat. Yeah, that seems like a story that'll stick in my memory. You're a pretty good teacher, aren't you? Well, I'm always using tricks like these to help me remember things. If you're having fun while you study, it makes it that much easier for the material to stick in your memory. Interesting. So that's your method. Well, if you can do it, we can do it too. Shall we finish this stuff off then? Please. Reen stayed with Emma and Fee for a while longer, making sure they knew their Erebonian history back to front. Your bond with Emma strengthened. Bond with Fee strengthened. Hey. Hey, finishing blow. Level 2. Oh, it's already time to head home. I didn't even realize because of the rain. I guess I should get ready to head back to the dorms.
Excuse me? I do apologize for stopping you on a rainy day like this. Do you know if this is the building in which I might find the principal's office?
Oh, yeah, you're in the right place. His office is in the East Wing, first floor. The receptionist might have gone home already, but I can show you the way if you'd like.
Thank you for your kindness. But I couldn't possibly trouble you more than I have already. I'll be able to find the way, I'm sure. Well then, if you'll excuse me, Master Reen.
Hey, I ain't tell her my name. Excuse me?
Wait a minute. How does she know who I am?
Reen?
Hey there, Elisa. Heading back to the dorm?
Yep. Emma and the others are staying a little longer to cram a little more. But I figured I'm not gonna learn much more today, so I might as well call it a night and start prepping for tomorrow.
Right. Well, you're going my way, so what do you say we head back together?
Sure, okay. Hey, it's not often the two of us get to walk back to the dorms together, is it?
Well, at least I got something good out of this downpour.
Is there even a filter between your brain and your mouth?
No need for that between friends. But you're in good company. My sister's asked me that before, too.
She must be a saint to have put up with you all these years. Anyway, how do you think you did on the exams?
Not sure. I gave it the best I've got. Still, I've got that nagging feeling I could have hit the books a little harder. I wish I was as smart as you. Back when we took the entrance exam, only Emma and Machias scored higher than you, right?
Eustace came in a little higher than me, too. Back home, I usually came in near the top in exams. I guess that goes to show that Erebonia has no shortage of smart people.
No doubt about that. Bookworms pour in here from all corners of the Empire. You said you're from Ruhr, right? Coming out on top in a city that size is still pretty impressive.
I suppose, though that was just at the Sunday school level. Aren't you curious about, you know, my family and stuff?
You mean the mysterious Elisa R., agent of national intrigue? Well, yeah, of course I am. But you probably have good reasons for keeping it under wraps, so I don't want to pry.
It's not that major or anything. especially compared to what you and Fee have told us about yourselves.
I've never really thought my family circumstances were a big deal, though Fee's past sure came as a surprise. I wonder now, when I look at her, what her life in a Jaeger Corps must have been like.
It seems like Instructor Sarah knows more about her past than we do. Back at the entrance ceremony, I got the impression they'd met before.
Same. Oh, speaking of weird meetings, I ran into someone kinda strange earlier.
Oh?
Yeah, I was talking to her just before you called to me.
Green told Lisa about the woman in the maid uniform.
A maid who knew your name? This isn't the part where it turns out she knows you because you've tried to hit on her in town before, is it?
As if an upstanding guy like me could pull off the Casanova act. She seemed a couple years older than us, maybe 20 or so.
A maid in her early 20s.
Something wrong?
No, just thinking. There's no way it could really have been her. Mother keeps her far too busy to find the time to come here. Ahem. Anyway, maybe the upper class dorm has a new hire starting out or something? Though that wouldn't explain how she knew your name. Maybe you're just more popular than you let on.
If only.
Oh, it seems like I'm gonna miss being able to feed the cat at this rate. The next day, the first of 4 grueling days of midterm exams began. Yeah, I think I missed out on feeding the cat, but how was I supposed to know? It's not fair. Oh boy. Hahaha. I know the answers to this. Or do I? Do I know the answers? Oh yeah, no. July? This should be the right answer. Oh, excuse me. Mr. A wants to draw a rough colored watercolor image. Which of the following styles would be most appropriate? Sketch. This should be the right answer. Military science question. Figure 1 depicts a military formation. What type of unit is currently advancing? Fuck if I know. Hell yeah. This should be the right answer. The following statements about ordnance all purport to be true. Which one is not? Wait. The following statements about ordnance all purport to be true. Which one is not? Abilities change based on quartz. That sounds true. They synchronize with their user. Sure. Orbital energy recovers over time. I guess. I don't know anyone that can use arts without quartz though, except for maybe Kurt. But those are crafts, technically. That should be the right answer. Of the following laws enacted last year, which came into force first in Heimdall? Imperial Public Transportation? That's that one I studied with the fucking TOA, I think. Imperial Public Transportation. Oh goodness, one more day. Emergency CPR is divided into roughly 4 stages. Okay, cool. Hell yeah. This should be the right answer. Congratulations on making it through 4 days of exams. One question per day. And what do you know? It looks like the rain ended right along with them. Clearly, this is the goddess's way of rewarding you all for your hard work. I don't think that reasoning would stand up to scrutiny. Phew, I'm totally spent. It's over. You've worked really hard, Fee. Phew. Anyway, today's a free day, so take that chance to unwind and blow off all that pent-up exam stress. They'll post the results next Wednesday, so take it easy until then. But don't relax too much, because you've got your next practical exam next Wednesday afternoon, too. With all the intensive studying, I'd completely forgotten about that. You can stand to be a little more considerate with the timing of your announcement. So next Wednesday is when we'll know where we're going for our next field study. Yep, you'll be shipping out that weekend for another exotic trip. Anyway, make the most of tomorrow, everyone. You've earned at least one day off. I guess I should probably attend club practice once in a while. Oh, and one more thing. I've got some business to take care of out of town after we're all done here. I won't be back until tomorrow night, so don't, burn the dorm down while I'm gone or anything. Guess we can throw a party, though. Hell yeah. It's a free day, isn't it? Oh yeah, today's a free day. I wonder if I can feed that cat. I'm definitely about to try and go back to the library and feed the cat.
Exams are over. I feel free as a bird. And I'll keep on soaring, at least until the results come back.
I sympathize, but personally, I've got a good feeling about these. How about you, Emma? How do you think you did?
Well, I don't think I did too badly, all things considered.
Just stop before you embarrass yourself.
We'll just have to wait and see what next week's results look like. Anyway, what do you think that was all about with Instructor Sarah?
Oh, you mean that whole thing about going out of town to meet someone? Going out of town? Won't be back until tomorrow night? It's almost as if...
She's going to meet her secret lover?
Impossible. The Empire hasn't yet turned out a man desperate enough to woo that alcoholic typhoon.
You have a point. I can't deny she's got the looks to snare a man, but that personality and that lifestyle...
You guys are terrible. Totally agreed, though.
Ouch. Not surprised to hear that from you, though, Breen. She always seems to dump the most work on you.
Will you be helping the student council again tomorrow?
That's the plan. Heck, I'm almost looking forward to being the student council's errand boy after holding up studying for so long.
Perhaps so.
Oh, please let us know if you plan on exploring the old schoolhouse.
Yeah, I'd be glad to lend a hand this time.
Thanks. Better watch out, though. I might take you up on that offer.
Ooh, looks like we're all up for a little exploration this time.
Oh, where's Fee and Laura?
Come to think of it, where did Gaius run off
Oh
to?
yeah, where's Gaius?
He mentioned the principal wanted to have a word with him. You think he went there?
Oh, yeah. Wonder what that was about.
I hope he hasn't gotten into trouble. I mean, I doubt he would.
I have no idea. Fee and Laura left early too. I was kind of hoping we could all walk back to the dorm together for once. That sounds nice.
Hey, so this might just be my imagination, but do those two seem kind of awkward around each other to anyone else?
Really?
So you think so too?
It seems like it started around the beginning of the month. I wonder if something happened then. It's like they've been avoiding each other ever since.
You say that, but I did not take either as the type to dwell on petty issues or misunderstandings.
Neither did I.
We've been trying to suss out what the problem between them is, but so far, no luck.
I wonder if that's what that was all about.
Did you see something, Machias?
What happened?
Well, do you remember the day we gave our group reports on what happened during last month's field study? We gave a truthful account, including the part where Fee used an explosive to blast open the door to my cell.
Yeah?
That's when we found out that Fee used to be in a Jaeger Corps. That really threw me for a loop, but what does that have to do with Laura?
Well, when that came up, I couldn't help but notice Laura had a rather unpleasant expression. It flashed across her face for only a moment, though, so I wondered if I had just imagined it.
Interesting.
But even if we assume that's true, what reason would she have to be upset?
I can hardly hazard a guess.
we all have certain things we'd rather keep to ourselves. We even have a member of this very class who remains tight-lipped about her own family, after all.
Do you really have to drag me into this?
My apologies. I meant no offense. I do have my suspicions as to your lineage, however.
Really?
Ugh, you. Now, getting angry won't accomplish anything.
Don't worry, we're not gonna twist your arm into telling us. When you're ready to talk about it, we'll be ready to listen.
It's not like I'm trying to make a big deal out of it or anything. It's just, if everyone knew, it'd make things awkward between us, and I don't want that.
Welcome back, my lady.
Huh? What? Sharon?
It's so delightful to see you again.
Oh hey, it's that maid I ran into the other day.
You know her?
What are you doing here? She didn't. Mother didn't.
But of course, I was sent here at the behest of the chairman herself. Starting today, I will be assuming the position of caretaker for Class 7's dormitory.
Sharon Kruger.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, everyone. My name is Sharon Kruger. I am a servant in the employ of the Rhineford household, Lady Elisa's family. I will do all I can to be of service to you, so please keep me informed of anything you might need.
I guess cat's out of the bag, so to speak. Beyond the Railways, Chapter 3.
Whoa! Simply spectacular. Just how many different types of food are there here?
This looks more than edible.
I believe this is what they call an imperial breakfast?
That's right, Emma. It's a traditional Erebonian style of breakfast. I must apologize. It's taken me some time to familiarize myself with this kitchen, so my cooking has been a bit lackluster.
Come now, Sharon. Your skill is something to be praised. This is far more colorful and varied than the breakfast served in my own home.
I would compare this spread favorably with the breakfast served in the Duke's household.
I'm honored that you think so. I've also brewed both tea and coffee if anyone would like some.
I get the feeling Elisa is less than impressed with the meal.
It sounds like they had a big argument yesterday.
Not a chance! I thought I'd finally gotten away from her. I'm not going to let her have her way this time.
My lady, please. I truly don't believe the chairman sent me to keep an eye on you like that. She simply sent me so that her beloved daughter might have fewer inconveniences in her daily life.
I can take perfectly good care of myself, thank you very much. Oh, fine. I'll take this up with her myself then. Is she in the office at corporate today, or is she out on inspection or something?
I believe she'll be dining with the Ministry of Railways president in the capital today. After that, she'll be continuing her inspection tour, so she won't be back in Ruhr for another 5 days.
Does she ever slow down? I'm surprised she doesn't burn through a pair of shoes a week. Anyway, I'm not going to take this lying down. She's stuck her nose into things one too many times.
I can't believe that R actually stood for Elisa Rhineford. And from the sound of it, her mother's the company chairman too.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that Elisa's mom is basically in charge of the continent's biggest industrial company. Her family's probably got more money than most of the aristocracy. I can see why she'd want to keep her family under wraps, what with all the nobles here.
Anyway, I object to everything about this. Considering how busy Mother is, I'm sure she needs your assistance far more than I do.
I knew it. You're really concerned about her, aren't you? The way you two care so much for each other deep down is one of the reasons I'm so proud to serve you.
That's preposterous.
Oh, my lady, I almost forgot to mention that I made plenty of your favorite apricot jam. Would you like me to spread some on your toast?
Ooh, really?
Got her.
I mean, stop saying like a child. Though yes, I would like some jam.
It's almost heartwarming to watch.
Looks like Sharon's got her number.
After beginning the day with Sharon's peerless breakfast, the members of Class 7 left to go about their daily routine. Meanwhile, Rean went to check the tasks the student council had given him for the day. Alright, task for June. The secret admirer. I am in need of aid. Some fair maiden has sent me several messages proclaiming her love for me, and who could blame her? I simply must know who she is. So would some kind soul help find her and bring her to me. More details behind the storage building. Vincent Florald, Year 2, Class 1. Born to be Orbital. We're testing the Orbital bike capabilities on a highway near Trista. If you're curious, come talk to us in the engineering building. George and Angelica. And the Old Schoolhouse 3. Alright. Hey, request from George and Angelica. It's about the Orbital bike too. Wonder what they need my help with. Looks like I'll have to swing by the engineering club, so let's just read that all over again, because that sucked. Looks like I'll have to swing by the engineering club before I head to the old schoolhouse. Well, this is the first sun I've seen in days, so I might as well make the most of it. Alright, let's do this. Oh goodness, I have so many options of bonding now. Oh goodness. Alright. Well, first things first, I need to see if I can't feed the cat. So, let's go this way. East Trista Highway. Let's see. Where's the food place? General Goods, I think it is. Shop. Buy. Fresh milk. I'm just gonna buy a whole bunch of it. Exchange. Ooh, goodness, I'm about to have a lot of money. Money. Oh look, it's Laura. But spend time with her later. Let's see. Oh, and Fee. Is that Fee? Kinda wanna hang out with Fee. But we'll see. I know that it'll probably be more canon to like hang out with Elisa. Apparently there's romance in this game. So but let me see if that cat's still in the library. Probably isn't, but I'm gonna try. It's not even raining anymore. So. Nope. The cat is no longer here. That is unfortunate. That is actually super unfortunate. Oh well. Let's see. Alright. What do I want to do? My bonding events first? Or this side quest? I guess I will do the side quest first. Quest, chapter 3, Secret Mire, behind the storage building. Back there. Wait a minute. I looked at where to buy weapons. And if I understand correctly, they are in this building right here. Shop. Buy. Oh yeah. Prima bow +1, braver +1. Crossbeer +3, that's so unnecessary. Alright, Kogitsune Maru. Oh goodness. Alright, the range goes down, but maybe after I buff it, that'll be largely okay. Oh, okay. Oh, I'll buy that. Anyways, okay, that's, I can get that and upgrade it for, Emma. Did I equip? I didn't. I want to upgrade it anyway, so that's fine. Probably need to buy the. Oh, wait a minute. Buy that for fee. Might need to upgrade that as well. The crossbeard +3 is still sitting there. And that bow is the same. Alright, so let's go do some upgrades. Oh crap. I don't want to do that yet. I'll upgrade that later. I'll do it before the schoolhouse. More damage, less speed, but maybe with the upgrade it'll be fine. Alright, I'll go ahead and buy that for him. Same thing for Yusa. Well, actually, I guess I need to stop there because I don't even know who I'm using on my team. So, there's that. Cool. So I'll worry about that quest later. Let's go behind the storage building. Since this guy is clearly a noble. Over here. Oh, this guy. Excuse me, is your name Vincent by any chance? Indeed it is. Standing before you is a nobleman overflowing with love and pathos. The one, the only, Vincent Florald. I presume that you are the Cupid that I asked the student council to send me. He's quite the character. He really seems to like himself. But that's what I've grown to expect from Class 1. I'm no Cupid, but I am here on behalf of the student council, yes. Then you may still well serve my purposes. Allow me to congratulate you on making your way here. Huh? So based on your request and my new nickname, I assume you want me to find someone for you? Yes, something along those lines. Do you have some time to spare? If so, I shall begin explaining the particulars of my request. Let's hear it. Please elaborate on your request. A fine answer indeed. Although, before we continue... Sarifa is currently nowhere to be seen. Now that I think about it, this is kind of an unusual meeting place. Are you hoping to keep this request quiet? Not exactly. I was merely hoping to avoid things getting meddled in. My father sent Sarifa to the academy to keep an eye on me. As you can imagine, her watchfulness can occasionally be rather constraining. Well, that is apart from the meat of the matter. To be blunt, I have received not one, not two, but 3 passionate love letters of late, and all from a single writer. Curiously, however, the writer in question signs with naught but a nom de plume. What I would request of you, my fine fellow, is to find out just which lovely lady is responsible for these. That's reasonable, but are you sure it's appropriate for me to try and find her? These are anonymous, after all. Do take a moment to think it over. The fact that she chose to use a pen name rather than remaining completely anonymous is proof of a pining, hopeful heart. In fact, I'm absolutely certain that she wishes for me to find her. I suppose I'll have to trust your judgment on this one. What's more, she sent cookies along with her 3rd letter. I would hardly be worthy of the Florald name if I did not properly thank her, would I? Yeah, I don't think I could stop you at this point if I tried. Do you have any additional information that would help me pinpoint exactly who we're looking for? I do indeed. The first hint is that she is a first year. As a man well versed in the feelings of beautiful women, I was able to deduce this from the respectful tone of her letters. Additionally, the fact that she attached a pressed grand rose at the end of each letter may serve as a hint as well. A grand rose. If I remember correctly, those are flowers you use when you're confessing your love to someone, right? Quite. Which brings us to why this is a hint. The only way to obtain a grand rose in Trista is to purchase it from the town florist. So if we ask the florist who purchased one, precisely, we will be able to discover just which shy maiden has sent these letters to me. Would you take on this task for me then? As long as you don't mind me sticking to the plan we just discussed, I don't see why not. I am truly indebted to you. Based on her pseudonym and her use of a grand rose, I can only imagine Our Lady is the very model of grace. Now that you mention it, what was the name she used? Oh, it seems I neglected to mention that very important detail. She calls herself the Grand Maiden, a nickname taken from the daughter of a baron who married into the imperial family long ago. The emperor at the time was so smitten that he gave her countless numbers of grand roses, and so came the moniker. I see. Can't say I've heard that story before, but it is interesting. But this is no time to stand around thinking about it. I'll head over to the flower shop right away. Very well, I leave this matter in your clearly capable hands. So, to the florist then. -3 speed, that actually sucks. Anyways. And I'm hungry. Excuse me, would you mind if I asked you a question? Not at all. Go ahead. Reen explained the situation to Jane and asked about any first years who had recently purchased any grand roses. It wouldn't be hard to find if I looked at my records, but I'm not exactly sure I should disclose that information. Understandably so. I don't intend to do anything with this information that they don't want me to, though. If they ask me to keep their identity a secret, that's what I'll do. I see. Well, if that's the case, I guess I can help you out. Just remember, though, it's your job to give the Mystery Cinder your support and nothing more. I wish her the best of luck. This request is getting pretty complicated at this point. Right, I count 3 first years who've made a Grand Rose purchase recently. In class order, first is Beryl from class 3. Then there's Vivi from class 4 and Rosine from class 5. I see, thank you very much for the help. The fact that she mentioned Vivi has me worried. Oh goodness. I hope she's not trying the same trick on someone else right now. Not at all, good luck. Excuse me, you're Rosine from class 5, aren't you? That's correct. Why do you ask? I have a quick, kind of personal question for you. Reen explained the situation to Rosine and asked if it was her who sent the letters to Vincent. Oh no, that certainly wasn't me. I did buy a grand rose, but it was for the purpose of decorating the church. Oh, I see. Sorry to ask such an embarrassing question then. It's fine. I'm sure all 3 of them are gonna deny it, but we'll see what happens. Gym and student union. Alright. Ah, upstairs. Double upstairs? Nope. Ah. Oh, Beryl. You're Beryl from class 3, right? I certainly am. What do you want from me? Actually, there's something I wanted to ask you. Reen told Beryl about his investigation and asked if she was the one who sent Vincent the letters. Do I seem like the kind of girl who'd be interested in romance? I needed to purchase the Grand Rose to use it in a ritual, that's all. I see, that answers my question, but now I'm wondering what the ritual she mentioned is all about. Well, that's all I wanted to ask. Sorry to disturb you. Sometimes it's good to be disturbed. Good day to you. There goes Vivi. Prank extraordinaire. What's up, Reen? Were you so taken with my feminine charge that you couldn't stand another moment away from me? There's something I'd like to ask you. Reen explained the situation to Vivi and asked if she was the one who sent Vincent the letters. Well now, that is pretty interesting. I'm going to take that as a no. Yeah, I wish it was me, but I'm having too much fun teasing Lynn to set my sights on any boys right now. Of course you are. You did buy a grand rose, though. Don't tell me you tricked another poor, unsuspecting soul into helping you torment her. Pretty much. But can you blame me? She falls for it every single time. I can't help myself. You're a monster. Poor Lynn. I can't imagine what she has to deal with a sister like this. I've asked all 3 girls the florist told me about, but none of them seem to have sent the letters. I guess the trail's gone cold. I should report back to Vincent now. Hope it wasn't his maid that sent them. Well, his maid isn't the first year, so I guess that wouldn't make any sense. Tell me, did your investigation prove successful? Wait, don't tell me. Have you brought our mystery woman here? Oh, be still, my beating heart. Yeah, about that. I wasn't able to find her in the end. You cannot be serious. Did you ask the florist as we discussed? I did, and I spoke to all 3 girls who purchased grand roses. None of their reasons for doing so had anything to do with you. I can go into detail if you'd like. It matters not. If they do not concern me, then they are simply not my concern. I'm sorry that I wasn't any help, but there is one thing I'm curious about. Where could a girl get a grand rose if she didn't go to the florist? There's no way to tell. Perhaps if the Grand Maiden is a noble, she could have had an alternate source. However... My darling Vincent, I found you! I knew it was going to be Margarita. Who goes there? State your business. The cookies I just baked ended up far more delicious than I ever could have imagined. So delicious that they could only be destined for the lips of my beloved, my elegant, dashing, darling Vincent. What could possess a person to approach another out of nowhere and say such befuddling things? Furthermore, I do not have even the foggiest idea of who you are. Oh, but you do. What if I told you that I was the Grand Maiden all along? No way. Dumbfounded. I can hardly blame you for being speechless with joy. My real name is Margarita Dresden. The lovely grand roses I attached were grown by my family. Well, that's how you got them. If you're a part of Baron Dresden's family, then could it mean? Oh, so you know the story. Your suspicions are indeed correct. I, Margarita Dresden, hail from the same family line as the lovely Grand Maiden herself. It all adds up. Inconceivable. How could you, of all people, be related to the Grand Maiden? When her beauty pales in comparison to your own? Look, darling, we're already completing each other's thoughts. And yours are oh so sweet. What you said couldn't have been further from my actual thought. Even when you're shy, you're still so wonderful. Seeing the surprise on your handsome face made waiting to reveal my name entirely worth it in the end. Now, my beautiful Vincent, it is time for you to reply to my love letters. Will you enter a relationship with me? This is great. You may choose one of 2 replies. I would be delighted, or there would be no greater honor. Sorry, how many options did you say you were giving him? This woman could hardly be more different than the demure maiden her letters made her out to be. My only answer for you is a resounding no. Now be gone and bother me no more. So that's how it is. Oh, just when I think you couldn't be more adorable, to think you're the sort of man who hides his true feelings away. I beg your pardon? There's no need to fear. Please, have one of these special cookies I prepared. One bite and you'll no longer feel the need to keep your innermost longings out of public view. Don't tell me you've mixed something into your cookies. Oh, but that is for me to know and you to find out. Stay back. Do not come any closer. You, don't just stand there. I'll need your aid if I'm to survive. I have no idea how to handle a situation like this either. Don't worry, my darling. There may be a slightly bitter aftertaste, but it will all be worth it in the end. I've been looking for you, Master Vincent. Serifa? Dare I ask what you were doing in a place like this? Serifa, I beg of you, please, free me from this terrifying situation. If I recall, you are my sweetheart's darling maid, are you not? So this is the Serifa he mentioned. As much as I hate to interrupt the situation at hand, I'm afraid I must. Master Vincent, your presence at the upper class dorm is required at once. A delivery of the utmost importance from Count Florold awaits you there. I see, then I have no choice. I must go at once. But these cookies are a present for Master Vincent, are they not? In that case, may I ask you to leave them in my hands for now? I'll make sure he enjoys every last one of them later. Well, if you insist. Margarita begrudgingly handed over the bag of cookies to Sarifa. It seems as though Master Vincent has roped you into this nonsense as well. Hopefully this can dull some of the pain that this annoyance has surely caused you. Prismatic Cape. Thank you. With that, I wish you all a good day. Let us go, Master Vincent. Indeed. Man's out. That maid may prove to be quite the obstacle, but no matter, there shall be plenty of opportunities to woo my darling from here on out. I believe it's time to get started on a new batch of cookies. Well, today's been full of unique encounters, to say the least. At least that request is over and done with. Alright. Let's get the, hangouts out the way. Oh, hello, Reen. It's rare to see you here by yourself. What's up? I actually found myself rather interested in this store's wares, so I decided to browse for a while. I'm surprised at how enjoyable it's been. Should I join her? Yeah. Mind if I join you? Feel free. Maybe this would be a good chance to have you tell me more about the things being sold here. Well, I don't know all that much about them myself. They have a wide variety of items here on display, most of which I'm unfamiliar with. Which leads to a question I'd like to ask you, Reen. What sort of goods and accessories do girls my age tend to like? What? I ask because, well, I've noticed that there's a significant difference between myself and the other girls here. For example, I went shopping with Monica recently, only to find myself searching for equipment to keep my sword in shape. Meanwhile, Monica was fawning over cute accessories and the like. Doesn't this prove that I'm rather strange? Well, you're from different class backgrounds for one thing. That's a difference between you already. But even amongst the other nobles, you are a little bit different. Just as I thought. But this is of no issue. If there's something I lack, then all I need to do is take the opportunity to learn. Now tell me, which of the items here would most likely grab a girl's attention? I mean, I'm not exactly an expert on this subject, but probably the cat. Oh. Green grabbed a cute mascot plush that was sitting on the shelf. How about this Mishy plush? He's a pretty popular character over in Crossbell. Fascinating. He's certainly charming, to say the least. But how about this? Laura grabbed a strap with a blue-haired muscular man attached to it. This Dogi character has a rather gallant look to him, doesn't he? I'm 100% sure that most girls wouldn't have any interest in him. Oh, this is more challenging than I had expected. Reen and Laura ended up looking at an assortment of products appealing to Laura's unique tastes. In the end, though, they ended up purchasing the Mishy plush. I couldn't be more grateful for your assistance, Reen. If it weren't for you, I never would have purchased something so nice. Not a problem. Still, my grasp on what other girls my age like remains tenuous. It seems I have a long and harsh path ahead of me if I'm ever to truly know. You know, you don't have to force yourself to be like everyone else. Because you aren't like everyone else. You are who you are, and that's exactly why we like you. You've given me a lot to think about today. Let me thank you once again. I'd like for us to go shopping again if you'd ever have the time. Sure, that'd be fun. Hey, level 3. We're gonna reach level 3. Cover. She'll block hits for me now. Hell yeah. Do I want to hang out with Fee? Lisa? Eustace? Machias? Elliot? I mean, I haven't done a single thing with Elliot. I feel kind of bad, but I don't care about him as a character. I might hang out with Eustace and Fee? I haven't done an event with Fee yet, I don't think. Have I done an event with Fee? Was at the start and look, Fee. Turns out I'll be growing some flowers for the club. I need to go get the tools. I see. Sounds tough. Kinda rare to see you this serious about something, though. It happens sometimes. Should I give her a hand? Yeah. Would you like me to help you out? Sure. Have fun. I wasn't offering to do it for you, Fee. Aw. Given how many types of plants there are, you've got no shortage of options. Have you got an idea of what you want to raise? Yep. He took out a small bag filled with seeds and showed it to Reen. Oh, what are these? Flower seeds. Don't know what they're called, though. Someone gave them to me when I was in the corps. Had them ever since. You know how to raise them then? Yep, they told me how. They were kind of joking about raising them with love. I don't know if that was a joke. My mom says the same thing about plants when she grows in our kitchen. So does Adele. I don't know much about love, though. Maybe this is the right time for you to try and raise them. But man, your course sounds so different from the image I always had in my head. How so? The way you tell it, you sound like one big family, in a sense. I always thought Jaegers were, well, a bit more violent and bloodthirsty, I guess. Maybe I was just being narrow-minded, though. Can't blame you. Everyone's more concerned about the negative reputation Jaegers have than anything else. There's some people who can't even accept their existence. What do you mean? Nothing. Let's hurry up and buy the tools and fertilizer. Good idea. I never seen those seeds before, so let's ask Jane for some advice on the best way to raise them. Reen and Fee bought tools and fertilizer they needed, after which they made their way back to the Academy's flower bed to plant the seeds. That should do it. They should bloom in a few months if I raise them right. I hope they grow big and strong. Me too. Oh, also, thanks for the help. Anytime. Your bond with Fee strengthened. Alright. Machias, Eustace, Elisa. I don't know what my next group is gonna be like, but if I had to guess, I haven't hung out with Elliot at all. I feel so bad about not hanging out with Elliot. He's such a nice guy. We'll see if there's any more depth to wait, main building, second floor. Okay. We'll see if there's any more depth to Elisa. Maybe after I hang out with her more, I will want to spend more time with her or something. I don't know. My stomach is killing me. I'm so hungry, y'all. Actually, I need to eat, and this episode's gone on for a while. We'll resume next time because I am actually dying. So anyways, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, friends, take care.